नमः। आनन्दलीलामय विग्रहाय हेमाभदिव्यै छविसुन्दराय तस्मै महाप्रेम रसप्रदाय चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते। चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते। चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद। जय द्वित चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So I will continue reading. We are reading chapter 18 from the book Teachings of Lord Chaitanya. In those days, by misusing, so we saw why how Mahaprabhu, when he went to Benares, he stayed at the house of Chandrasekhar, and who was considered by the local sannyasis and the householders who were following the Mayavadi sannyasis. They considered Chandrasekhar as Shudra. So now we'll understand in detail. In those days, by misusing their Brahminical heritage, the Brahmins had created a law to the effect that anyone not born in a Brahman family was to be considered a Shudra. So that is where this system, this law started, that one who is born in the family of a Brahman is a Brahman. One, if one is not born in the family of a Brahman, then they are not Brahman. So this was misusing the Brahminical heritage, because when one is a Brahman, then automatically the people respect, oh, Brahman, Brahman. That means they know the scriptures, they know the Vedas, they are very scholarly, they are very learned, they are realized souls. Therefore, by misusing this kind of Brahminical heritage, these Brahmins, they had created this law to the effect that anyone who is not born in a Brahmin family, they should be considered a Shudra. Thus, even the Kshatriyas and the Vaidyas, Kshatriyas means those who protect the people. They are Kshatriyas, the kings. Um, they are considered Kshatriyas because they protect the kingdom, they protect the people. And the Vaidyas are said to be the descendants of Brahmin fathers and Shudra mothers. So they were all considered Shudras. Even if they were from Kshatriya family, they were from Vaidya family, but they were all considered to be Shudras because just because they were not born in a fully Brahmin family. Vaidya means descendants who are who have the father is Brahmin, but the mother may not be Brahmin. So therefore, they are also considered to be such sons, or such child is also considered as Shudra from birth. Thus, Chandrasekhar, because he was born in a Vaidya family, he was still called a Shudra in Banaras by these um, so-called Brahmins. As long as Lord Chaitanya stayed in Benares, he remained at Chandrasekhar's home, and he took his food at the home of Tapan Mishra. When Sri Sanatan Goswami met Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Benares, he learned the process and principles of devotional service during the 2 months of continual teaching. So when Mahaprabhu, when Sanatan Goswami met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they stayed together for 2 months. That means Sanatan Goswami stayed with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for 2 continuous months. And at that time, Mahaprabhu taught him the process and the principles of devotional service. That means how to do devotional service, the process, what are the do's, what are the don'ts, and what are the principles, what is the purpose, what should be kept in mind, not just blindly, not ritually. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instructions to Sri Sanatan Goswami have been described in the first part of this book. After receiving these teachings, Sri Sanatan Goswami was authorized to propagate the principles of devotional service and Srimad Bhagavatam. So after receiving these teachings from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srila Sanatan Goswami, he became authorized to propagate the principles. Whatever has been taught to him, now he was supposed to propagate, spread it, these principles of devotional service and Srimad Bhagavatam. It was during this time that both Tapan Mishra and Chandrasekhar were feeling very sorry about the strong criticism against Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And they came together and prayed for the Lord to meet the Mayavadi sannyasis. Although Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was simply unimpacted. Just like when a royal elephant walks on the street, there are many dogs who will be on the sides of the streets barking, whoa, 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 whoa. But the elephant is just unimpacted. In fact, the elephant doesn't even hear those barks because the dogs are at such a low height. And the elephant is so royal and so huge that these unnecessary sounds and noise doesn't even go inside the ear of the elephant because the elephant is on a higher platform. So Mahaprabhu was completely unimpacted and did not bother. It did not matter to him what these Mayavadi philosophers spoke about him. That means what? Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. That means God does not bother. He was not bothered. That means it is such a painful, pitiable situation for these Mayavadi philosophers because if Krishna is not bothered about somebody, then what is their shelter? What is their hope for such people? But the devotees of the Lord are very, very merciful. So what happens is, at that time, Tapan Mishra and Chandrasekhar, they were feeling very sorry about the strong criticism against Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They could not bear that Mahaprabhu was such exemplary. He is the Supreme Lord himself, but he has disguised himself as a devotee of the Lord. And these people, they are foolishly criticizing the Supreme Lord. They are foolishly criticizing Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whose qualities are so exemplary, so divine. Anybody who comes and associates with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, their hearts melt actually. Seeing the qualities of Mahaprabhu, their hearts melt. So they were feeling very sorry that, oh, so such strong criticism, such bad things they're talking about Mahaprabhu. So they came together, Tapan Mishra and Chandrasekhar, they both came together and they prayed to the Lord. They came to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and they prayed to him that why don't you meet these Mayavadi sannyasis? Why don't you clear their doubts? They are in darkness, they are in ignorance, but you are the Supreme Lord. If, isn't it that the Lord, if the Supreme Lord wants, what is not possible? Just by the willing of the Supreme Lord, something can happen. So they came and they prayed to the Lord that why don't you meet the Mayavadi sannyasis and why don't you clarify, why don't you help them? We have been mortified by hearing unfavorable criticisms from the Mayavadi sannyasis against you, they informed Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Indeed, it has become intolerable for us. They requested the Lord to do something so that these criticisms would be stopped. While they were discussing this subject, a Brahmin came to Lord Chaitanya and invited him to his home. All the sannyasis but Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had been invited. And now the Brahmin came to invite him. So previously, this same Brahman had invited all the other sannyasis at Banaras and had given them and had done this great uh, service of feeding the sannyasis. Now, this Brahman specially came to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and invited Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to come to his home and accept the invitation for um, the meal, bhiksha. Knowing that the Lord did not mix with the Mayavadi sannyasis, the Brahman fell down at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's feet and implored him, although I know that you do not accept invitations, I still implore you to come and take prasadam at my home with the other sannyasis. If you accept this invitation, I will consider it a special favor. So previously he invited all the sannyasis, but for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he specially came separately. And then he requested that I know that you do not mix with the other sannyasis. Therefore, he was pleading. He fell down at the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he was pleading that I know you do not accept. You don't go at different persons' places to take prasadam, but I'm requesting you. I'm pleading at your lotus feet that if you please accept my invitation, I will consider it as a special favor. The Lord took this opportunity and accepted. Why took this opportunity? Because before that, so Chandrasekhar and Tapan Mishra, they came to the Lord and pleaded to him that why don't you meet these sannyasis? Why don't you clear their doubts? They are speaking such things about you, such criticism, and we can't tolerate. So for his devotees, Lord is very merciful to the devotees because he saw that his devotees were in pain. Chandrasekhar and Tapan Mishra, because the devotees were suffering, because it was becoming intolerable to the devotees of the Lord. Therefore, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in order to give pleasure to the devotees, this is the main business of Supreme Lord. Everything else is secondary, external. The main business is to give pleasure to the devotees. So, to give pleasure to Chandrasekhar and Tapan Mishra, the Lord accepted this invitation that the Brahman was giving because he saw that, okay, this is an opportunity. The other sannyasis will also be coming, and he has invited me also. So, the Lord took this opportunity and he accepted the Brahman's invitation in order to meet the Mayavadi sannyasis. What happens next, Krishna willing, we'll continue reading tomorrow and we'll see tomorrow. So, thank you very much for your very kind association. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री श्रीमद शिला जय पताका स्वामी गुरु महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। गौरांग कुटी भक्त वृंद की जय। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।